Hey everybody, welcome back to another Triple Hound video, and in today's video we're back making more custom Fortnite skins as we do so often on this channel. And in this case we had requests from viewers for two different kinds of Beast skins. Beast of course is a super powerful and strong and smart X-Men character, and we had one request for the Beast from the X-Men Dark Phoenix movie, and then we had another request for the Beast that came out in the 1963 comic books, and they're both very different kinds of beasts. So we figured we would take a try at both of them. We found that the Beast from the Dark Phoenix movie was a little bit easier to make because it's basically the same as the Cyclops skin from that same movie, which we made in our previous video. So not much changes there except for some of the preset stuff and of course his skin color, which we have to tint blue. Without further ado, let's get into how we made each of these Beast characters and talk a little bit about our decisions there. Just like our Cyclops skin, we used the Hunter skin from the Boundless set, which is of course one of the customizable skins here in Fortnite. We used the Peerless suit pattern, hairstyle A, eye mask off, and belt on for this version of the character, which is almost exactly like the Cyclops character so far. Of course, they're all X-Men, so they're wearing the same uniform in that movie, so this is going to be sort of easy to replicate. We used primary material cloth, primary color midnight blue, secondary color yellow, and secondary material is cloth as well. We gave his belt the midnight blue color as well. No eye effects and no eye color here, but we did of course use the slate blue skin tint color in the midnight blue hair tint color to make him look as close as we could to Beast in the show. If you have other Boundless skins that allow you to put a beard on him, I think there is at least one Boundless skin that has beard as an option in his hair back on the first screen. You could use that and it might fit the bill a little bit better. I don't have that skin, so I am using what I have here. Just like with Cyclops, if you want to, you can put the cross swords on his chest or the Night Slice on his chest to put an X somewhere on him and kind of do the X-Men thing. I didn't because I feel like the yellow pattern on the uniform is already pretty close to what you see in the Dark Phoenix movie with a bright big yellow X on their upper torso and shoulders. Of course, it's not completely perfect, but if you look at these guys straight on, most of the lower half of the body is dark blue, and that area that's covered by the great big yellow X in the movie has yellow on it here as well, so it's pretty close. For presets, just like Cyclops, I did not give him a back bling because they don't have them with this uniform. For a harvesting tool, I gave him the Hulk Smashers. Obviously, Beast's skin is not green, but this is pretty close otherwise. He's got big fists that he smashes things with. If only there was a blue skin option of these, they would be perfect. As it is, they're pretty close other than the color. For a glider, I gave him the Avengers Quinjet. It's not just right, but of course the X-Jet, which we don't have a glider for in the game, even though we've got a ton of X-Men in the game now, officially. An X-Men X-Jet Blackbird jet would be really cool to use, but without that, let's use the Avengers Quinjet as a stand-in. It's at least a Marvel vehicle that we can use. I gave him the Plasma Trail Contrail just because it's blue, but certainly this is nothing particularly special about this. Use whatever contrail you want. For emotes, I gave him sort of athletic things because Beast is known for being particularly big and strong and athletic. Evasive maneuvers, for instance. The strength we show here with featherweight because he's, again, got giant muscles. Whip crack, of course the whip part of it is not quite right, but he ends it with sort of a snarl and a beastie look on his face. So I kind of like that one for him. Flipping away, again, to show his athleticism. The dark side piece, because he's just so strong, you can see that sort of menace come out when he gets angry. Just like with the Cyclops in the video we made previously, I used the undercurrent wrap for this because it's the right color scheme, dark blue and yellow. It's almost perfect in that regard. And I gave him the X banner that I think was back from season 8 from the pirate themed things, but I put it against a dark blue background to make it as close to the X-Men logo as I could. It's worth a try, right? Now on to make the 1963 comic book version of Beast. And this one doesn't look as close to the original source material as I think the Dark Phoenix movie version does. But I wanted to give it a try anyways. As long as I was going to be making Beast, I wanted to at least give the old college try on both of the different Beast requests I got. So here is my try. I used the suit pattern Victorious, and I gave him a half mask style, eye mask off and belt on. If you look at pictures of the 1963 comic book version of Beast, you see that his torso is largely yellow. He has blue legs and arms, and he's got a cowl over his head. At least in the versions that we saw, his skin was not blue, but he was sort of a wide-bodied character who otherwise was the same in sort of stature as the current Beast, or as the movie Beast. We weren't able to give him a blue cowl while at the same time giving him a yellow torso covering, so we had to kind of fudge the colors a little bit. Again, we stuck with a primary material of cloth and a primary material of yellow. Secondary material also cloth, and the secondary material is that midnight blue. So we got the right colors. They were probably just in the wrong places. In a perfect world, you could give him a blue cowl over the top of his head while also giving him yellow down the middle of his torso in kind of a vest type color. We weren't able to do that, so we had to settle for just giving him yellow and blue colors somewhere and giving him a dark blue cowl. Again, the belt was midnight blue, nothing changed there, although you could use this yellow color if you would rather. I think the character actually does have a yellow belt, but since there's already so much yellow down the side of him, I decided to go with more blue. Nothing weird going on with the eye effects or color. Skin tint, in this case, we go back to the default skin tint or skin color because this version of Beast is not blue skinned. This is just a little touch we decided to throw on there, the Weapon X sticker on his chest. I know Wolverine is not Beast, and Beast is not Wolverine, but this gives us sort of an X pattern somewhere on him and has a throwback to the old, maybe even original version of Wolverine with the brown mask on him. So this, I think, serves the purpose of being a throwback to the original comic book Wolverine, which maybe can tie this character back into that sort of X-Men heritage in those sort of early days, 1960s X-Men heritage. So we wanted to try to do that, even though it doesn't add much in terms of style. Maybe it adds something in terms of legacy. Everything else we kept the same about this Beast character: the pickaxe, the glider, the contrail, all of the emotes, etc. So this is otherwise exactly the same in terms of preset, but is very different in terms of look. So this is our 1963 comic book version of Beast, and sure, if you saw this guy in the lobby, you probably wouldn't immediately recognize him as any Beast from any era, but we wanted to at least give it a try after we received that request for the 1963 comic book Beast. But this version here, which is intended to be the version of Beast from the Dark Phoenix movie, as another person requested, is probably a little bit more recognizable as Beast. I think if somebody just dropped into our lobby with us right now, they could look at this guy and think, oh, okay, that's Beast. So this is the one we're going to drop into a game, and we'll just play a little bit to show you some gameplay, and then we'll wrap the video up. I do really like using the Avengers Quinjet for this X-Man character, in part because it kind of does replicate that X-Jet look. Obviously the giant Avengers symbol doesn't do me any favors, but It's as close as we can get. At least it's still in the Marvel universe. Probably should have used this for Cyclops too, frankly. Be dead. I do really like the big fists on this guy. I know they're the wrong color. I totally get that. That is super irritating that they're the wrong color, but I do really like the big fists on this dude. Oh, hey, dude. Is this Mystique? Are we gonna have X-Men on X-Men crime here? Oh, backed up a little too much, but I did kill them. That's all that matters, right? So that was a little bit of gameplay with one of our Beast skins as made by request here in Fortnite using the boundless customizable skins. Thank you so much for watching. Please do check us out on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at TripleHound, and use code TripleHound in the Fortnite item shop and Epic Games Store. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.